Yo, come over here. We want to ask you a question. That's it. That's it. A question. Just a question.
So I'm sure that plenty of you guys have lots of questions pertaining to street harassment. And a lot of these questions are pretty popular and keep coming up, so I'm going to try my best to answer them.
But isn't it a compliment?
Hey girl, I know I'm trying to hurt you. I'm just complimenting your ass. This shit looks good.
Oh, you can't take a compliment?
No, it's not a compliment, and I'll tell you why. Because you're speaking to us and not with us. There's no back and forth. There is no mutual ground. You're just talking at us. We're not something for you to just enjoy visually. Keep in mind that if you're honestly trying to compliment someone, ask yourself this: would you do any of those other actions while that person is with their counterpart? I don't think I've ever got street harassed while I was walking down the street with my boyfriend or my family. But if I'm with my sister or with a group of girls, lots of street harassment happens. So why can't you compliment us in front of our male counterpart? And a lot of the responses when I bring up that debate is, well, it's disrespectful. Disrespectful to who? Disrespectful to the male counterpart I'm with? So we don't want to disrespect a male counterpart, but it's okay to disrespect me. I don't think so. If you're really upset that, your genuine comments are just not being received at all, you can blame the street harassers. Be a male ally and stop those street harassers and have conversations with other males and those who street harass us.
But how else am I supposed to meet girls?
Talk to me. You're missing out.
Good question. Well, I'll tell you this. I've never dated any of the guys that have ever whistled or hissed at me. And I don't know anyone else who has. A lot of you are having a problem distinguishing between proper flirting and street harassment. If you're one of the guys who are honestly, genuinely trying to start a conversation with someone and get to know them, acknowledging that street harassment exists is really vital. Because then you can take precaution to how you're going to speak to someone. If we're not being receptive to what you're saying, it may be because we're encountering such a tremendous amount of harassment on the street. So perhaps go about it a different way, or just acknowledging that this happens, you know what to avoid. So if you really want to date someone, hissing at them and asking for their digits on the street isn't gonna do anything. Go out of your way and learn to have a real conversation and take time to get to know a person instead of talking at them and attacking them and making them feel really uncomfortable.
But what do you expect from us guys when you dress that way?
Yo, can I get into your jeans, girl?
What's happening here when you bring up that point is you're victim blaming. And we know all too well, especially, right after Steubenville, that victim blaming is just no bueno. And I can't stress that enough. Unfortunately, we live in a society where instead of fixing the problem, we try to work around the problem. And I'm just one of those people who don't believe that that's an accurate way to go about solving a problem. From my own experience and from talking to other ladies, street harassment doesn't only occur when, it's nice outside and I'm wearing a skirt. Take into consideration that street harassment doesn't just happen here in the Western world, it happens everywhere around the world, where sometimes women are fully clothed, wearing hijabs, and it still happens. Street harassment has no correlation with what we're wearing. It's mostly about power and about showing your masculinity in a very aggressive manner.
But some women like that.
Interesting. I have yet to meet any woman that likes to be street harassed. You may be confusing it with flirting, but when you don't know someone and you just approach them and make them feel uncomfortable and intimidated or humiliate them, I don't think any woman or any human being actually likes that. If you're a female and you feel guilty for thinking, I feel not attractive because I haven't gotten attention on the street, don't feel guilty. Because what's going on here is that you're also being conditioned to believe that our value and our worth is always dependent on the male counterpart. And that's just not true. Think back to how young you were once you started getting this unwanted attention, or when you started feeling hypersexualized on the street. From a very young age, we're conditioned and socialized to start thinking of ourselves as objects to be desired. Overall, I think the big problem lies in that I'll never know what it's like to be a guy and I don't know the experience of being a guy, nor do men know the experience of being a woman. So a lot of the times you guys are pretty clueless about, you know, the things that we have to endure or experience on a daily basis, and vice versa. Because I'm not going to talk about your troubles and, you know, the experiences that you have to endure, because I've never walked a mile in your shoes. But that's why a healthy conversation is important. That way we can better understand one another. I hope that I've cleared up some of the questions and concerns that you guys may have had. This video alone will not stop street harassment. I know that. And I also know that not all men are street harassers. Thank you so much to those of you who have properly brought up debates on the YouTube comment section. I'm very open to that, and thank you so much to those who have loved, shared, liked, you know, thumbs up, and just shared the love on this video.
Don't get mad at me. Just get mad at your mama for giving you such a good ass.
No, you're not a dog. I just whistled at you.